Tonight at Target Center, the Wolves welcome in the men from Gotham to tip off a rare home-and-home set over the next few nights. New York arrives with a 1-6 road record. Could that be the much-needed elixir for a Minnesota squad that's lost?
He knows Greg Farnham quite well from the international basketball experience. We are underway. Timberwolves win the tip. The Knicks coming in. I mentioned 1-6 on the road. They've lost 4 straight on the road. But I wouldn't buy too much into that as Karl-Anthony Towns gets the first bucket because last
rebound misses.
Carmelo Anthony gets it ahead to Porzingis. Courtney Lee for the 3, drills it. And the Knicks are off to a 4-4 start shooting the basketball in the early. Porzingis, who's averaging over 20 per game, has increased his scoring average by over 6 per game. So fans embraced him in a hurry, realized Phil Jackson made a very smart decision in drafting Kristaps Porzingis out of Latvia.
Towns doing all the things we talked about in our open.
Porzingis scoop, no. Quinn comes up with an offensive rebound and an and one for Kyle Quinn.
There with the left arm.
Wiggins. And Andrew Wiggins hits his first shot of the game. No. Over the outstretched arm of Porzingis. Nearly got it to go. Instead, it's the Knicks in transition, and Porzingis finishing with the dunk. Is on this New York Knicks team, including Jeff Hornacek on the bench. Karl-Anthony Towns. 4 of 4 start for Towns. Was an all-star one season back in 1992.
Nice pass by Gomez. And that's been a problem for Minnesota because, I shouldn't say a problem, it's consistency because Towns averages just over 30 a game as Zach LaVine attacks just 13.1 points per game in the first half and shoots 53%. In the second half of games, 42% shooting and 7.9 points. Derrick Rose knocks down the mid-range. I like the straight post-ups. I like the straight post-ups that Cat's been getting.
Shot clock down to 5. Towns doesn't hesitate, and it's a great decision. Chris Dunn cross court for Bielitsa. Little floater by Belly rattles out, but look who's there to clean it up. Karl-Anthony Towns, 20 in the quarter. Towns underneath, make it 22 in the quarter on 8 of 8 shooting. Bielitsa keeping it alive. Will drive in. Wiggins looking for a 3. Buries the triple.
Good find, and that's the way to throw it. Rudolph's quite the athlete himself. He's played some basketball in his days.
Porzingis, nice spin, jumper, and an and one for Kristaps Porzingis. Basketball in Lithuania, and then he had his growth spurt, and all of a sudden he figured out he had a future actually playing the game.
I think when you look at him, as Brandon Jennings makes a tough shot.
Lead changes in 6 ties thus far. Wiggins over Holiday, and an and one for Andrew Wiggins will give the Wolves a chance to get back on top.
But he can just beat you even if you don't. Some guys are just difficult to scout because their athleticism trumps any kind of scheme you might have.
Jennings wanted a foul call, but Shabazz Muhammad, tough jumper, gets it to go.
Shabazz had a little flash last ball game. Shabazz had a little flash last ball game. He got some post-up opportunities, got some points in transition. It was good to see him go to work and to see Brandon Jennings.
I led the league in three-pointers my junior year, and yeah, so I mean, I love playing basketball growing up, and it was definitely one of my favorites.
Did you do that?
What is that? Should have been a traveler. No one knocked the ball out of Brandon Jennings' hands.
Instead, it's a Porzingis jumper, and he hits a bank shot for the second time tonight.
Man, that was a heck of a block.
Derrick Rose. Kuzminskis reloads and drills it. Shot clock down to 5 for Kuzminskis. Porzingis.
Great clock switch by Minnesota.
And Karl Anthony Towns, that's his 25th straight game with a block on the other end. He gets to dunk off the Levine miss. Wiggins. And the Timberwolves with a little bit of momentum now have it back to within 6. He's done it 14 straight. That ties a record that he shares with Chris Webber right now. So he can set that record now if he can get the three-pointer. Carmelo Anthony has his shot set the other way, but it was
So good going to his right hand. He's powerful.
Jim, we just got word from the Knicks bench. Courtney Lee has sprained his left ankle and will not return to the game. Andrew Wiggins hitting the triple.
He wants to go that way, but all those little bits of information can help you play against great players.
Levine feeds Towns, who attempts to dunk. The dunk with ferocity. Seen it go through the net from three-point land, just 2 of 9 in this game. Derrick Rose. Towns denied that time. It's the first miss from the field tonight for Karl Anthony Towns. Rose on the other end. And the shot clock is off, so the Wolves can take the final shot here.